Hello, everyone. This is Korean Friends, a channel that introduces Korea to the world. Welcome to this channel. In today's video, I've prepared an interesting topic that many foreign friends might be curious about. We'll talk about 7 Korean behaviors that foreigners are probably most curious about while watching the popular Netflix series, When Life Gives You Tangerines. If there's anything you're curious about in Korean culture or dramas, please leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer them, so please watch until the end. And don't forget to like and comment. Shall we begin? 7th place. This is Koreans using nagging as an expression of affection. Even in dramas, you can see characters talking affectionately to each other, but they often mix in nagging, especially parent characters and older adult characters often show this. For example, phrases like "Have you eaten?" "Why are you wearing such shabby clothes?" "Get some sleep" appear frequently. Foreign friends may sometimes feel that these phrases are too personal, but in Korea, this kind of nagging isn't just meddling, it's another way of expressing concern and love. Of course, if it's too much, it can be annoying, but it's a good experience to discover these interesting Korean elements in dramas. If you look closely, you'll be able to understand the unique way Koreans express their affection. Now, you can feel how special another way Koreans express their feelings is, right? 6th, the behavior we're going to talk about. Here is the question: ask if you've eaten. If you watch Korean dramas, it's one of the things the characters often ask when they first meet, after a fight, and even in touching scenes. This isn't just a question about food, it's a special Korean way of asking about the other person's health and well-being. Foreign friends might wonder, why do you mention food so often? But this is a question that contains Korean affection, that warmly confirms each other's feelings. There is deep consideration hidden in a single phrase, "Have you eaten?" Asking if someone has eaten is not simply asking whether they have eaten. This scene appears frequently in the Netflix drama, When Life Gives You Tangerines. This is a Korean way of communicating to check on how the other person is doing. For example, when the main character affectionately asks, "Have you eaten?" It is not just a simple line, but a warm expression that shows that you care about the other person. This is a good example of how you can feel the Korean sentiment, and if you understand that these questions contain interest and feelings about the other person's situation, you can enjoy the drama more deeply. 5th place. Use of formal and informal speech. When watching Korean dramas, you can see that the speech style changes significantly, depending on the relationship between the characters and how close they are. This is a unique characteristic of Korean. Formal speech is an expression of respect for the other person, and informal speech is used in close and comfortable relationships, such as friends or family. In the drama When Life Gives You Tangerines, the speech style changes frequently in the conversations between characters, but it may be somewhat complicated and new to foreigners. For example, there are scenes where people use formal speech to older people or people they just met, but then change to informal speech when they become close. This is not just a linguistic aspect, but an important element that shows the relationships and class structure of Korean society. And if you understand this, you will be able to enjoy the drama more vividly. The transition between formal and informal speech is more than just a change in language. It is an interesting element that allows you to glimpse the depth of emotions and relationships between people. 4th place. It's metaphors and indirect expressions. When watching Korean dramas, especially When Life Gives You Tangerines, there are many scenes where the characters do not say something directly but express it indirectly. For example, if you like someone, but instead of saying "I like you," you may express your feelings indirectly by saying, "How are you?" or "I think you're doing well these days." This method may feel a bit unfamiliar and difficult for foreign friends. However, these indirect expressions are a very important part of Korean conversation. It reflects the characteristic of being careful not to convey emotions gently or break the mood. In dramas, these devices also play an important role in increasing the tension between characters and making viewers more immersed. If you understand metaphors and indirect expressions, you will be able to feel the subtle and delicate aspects of Korean culture. Third place, Jeong culture. One of the cultures that foreigners find most surprising when watching Korean dramas is jeong. Jeong is a unique Korean emotion that goes beyond simple emotions, like love or friendship, and means the humanity and warmth that builds up over a long period of time together. In the drama When Life Gives You Tangerines, this jeong is well expressed in the way the characters fight but eventually help each other, and in the actions of trying to understand and care for each other, no matter how difficult the situation is. For example, scenes where the main character sacrifices himself to help a struggling neighbor, or even extends a warm hand to someone with whom he had an uncomfortable relationship, are made even more outstanding by the actor's delicate acting. This affection is not limited to mere actions or lines, but serves as a warm central axis of Korean dramas, and provides foreign viewers with a great clue to understanding the unique human relationships of Korean people. Second place, the family-centered culture that cannot be missed in Korean dramas appears. When Life Gives You Tangerines also shows the deep roots of the family-centered culture in Korean society. When we look into the affection and conflict between family members, of course, there is conflict between family members, but warm harmony and understanding are often the topics behind it. Foreigners may be surprised to see the closeness and sacrifice of these family relationships. For example, parent characters are trying to do something for their children or siblings, take care of each other even after a fight. This is not just a plot element, but an important message that shows how important family is in Korean culture. If you look at the previous videos, there are people who analyze civic consciousness in Korea, but I think family comes first. It is also well reflected in the drama. Lastly, what is the number one? It is the emotion called han. This han, which is indispensable in Korean dramas and culture in general, contains suppressed emotions, unexpressed sadness or pain, and the will to overcome. In When Life Gives You Tangerines, we can also catch a glimpse of this emotion as the characters endure and overcome the difficulties they carry. It may feel a bit unfamiliar and intense to foreign friends, but if you understand it, you will be able to gain a deeper understanding of Korean culture. In Korea, han does not simply mean sadness. It is connected to the will to find hope in pain and grow through it. It is not simply a personal emotion, but a deep emotion that sometimes includes historical and social backgrounds. In When Life Gives You Tangerines, you can feel this emotion of han through the process, in which the main characters rely on each other and overcome difficulties. This aspect is one of the unique charms of Korean dramas, and can be a great inspiration for foreigners to understand Korean culture. Here are 7 Korean behaviors and cultures that you can see through Netflix's When Life Gives You Tangerines. If you found anything interesting or new while watching this video, please leave a comment. Your comments are really helpful, and this channel is just starting out. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Thank you for being with Korean Friends today. See you in the next video.